Well, thank you all for giving me the opportunity to speak to you briefly today, and I promise it will be briefly. I'll try to keep it to 20 minutes or maybe even 18. The last time I was in an auditorium like this was when I was teaching at George Washington University out at the Ashburn campus, and so I'm used to standing and talking for an hour with a break and then 2 more hours with breaks interspersed. Thank you. So 20 minutes is going to be kind of a challenge for me. Basically, what I wanted to do is spend some time today talking to you about what we're doing in innovation at HP, and I'm going to hope that we can get this slide set to work properly. Whoops. There we go. I was part of the EDS acquisition by HP a couple of years ago, and so one of the things that we were already working on in our global government industry group was innovation. We had a number of innovation sites around the world, in Australia, in the UK, and of course here in the US. And so part of what I'm going to talk about today is something we've been working on for more than 2 years, and now as part of HP, we get the privilege of integrating what we've been doing as part of the former EDS group into the larger, very, very large-scale innovation for HP corporately. One of the things that we started was called the Innovation Program Management Office. And essentially what we were trying to do, because HP is so massive, there's so many different moving parts and pieces, that we wanted to create an environment for our government customers. And so when I say government today, just think both federal and state and local in the U.S. We do similar things outside the U.S. for other governments, but today it's about you. So in our U.S. public sector, our Innovation Program Management Office brings together access to resources for you, the customer, of course, across our HP labs, our industry leaders and people that write articles and get involved in a lot of thought leadership activities, things that we're doing around Indigo, which is an acronym that stands for Innovative Dialogue with Government. And basically these sessions are not sales sessions, because both myself and several others come from fairly strong academic backgrounds. It is truly an intellectual and academic discussion about technical challenges that you're facing, and rarely do we say, but we have a solution for that. So it really is talking about how to solve problems. And we're not only solving the problems for today, but because we're part of HP, we have access to this massive HP Labs network, which gives us visibility into new products and services that many of you are going to be very, very excited to see when they come out. I just can't tell you what they are today. Some of them I will give you some insights into a little later in the presentation. So for the U.S. public sector, our Innovation Program Management Office brings all these different capabilities to bear. HP Labs, thought leadership, the ability to have ongoing open dialogues and conversations with you, our government customers. And just as an example of some of the Indigo sessions that we've done in the past are here on the screen. And we have a number of others that are being developed in the future. So if any of you are invited by HP colleagues to attend an Indigo session, that's what they are. They're typically set up to last for anywhere from a half day to actually a day or more. When the Indigo sessions were run in Belgium, the Indigo teams there met for a couple of days every quarter, year-round, to address ongoing topics that were important to those customers within Belgium. So, if you think about innovation, I mean, certainly HP Labs creates products and services. Snapfish was an outgrowth of HP Labs, and I have a list of some other examples in a few moments. But when we talk about innovation as part of the U.S. Public Sector Group, it includes the combination of those labs, but it also includes our technology acquisitions, EDS, 3Com, Palm, ArcSight, and others. Every time we acquire a new company, we bring that capability to bear on our client, for our clients, and at the same time expand our ability to deliver innovative ideas to you. We'll talk in a moment about some of the HP Lab's high-impact research and why that's important. And of course, this is a global network, so it's, in many ways, it's being tailored to help us solve problems here in the U.S., but in many cases, we're also doing research with universities and other colleagues around the world. I think this thing, you just point it somewhere in the air, and it, through the ether and through the internet, it somehow knows that I want to change slides. That's pretty cool. So when we think about high-impact research, there are really four major areas that we're targeting. One is business impact. What we're doing in innovation needs to have a very positive business impact to you, the client. I know it's exciting to do innovation just for the sake of innovation, and many researchers find it exciting just to always create something new every day, and that's important. But at the end of the day, the value that we're adding to the services that we deliver is around how to make a business impact for you, our customer. Advancing the state-of-the-art technology, and we do that through publications and intellectual property that we bring, that you certainly have access to, thought leadership, conversations with media, a number of awards, and the professional reputation that many of the scientists and engineers that are part of HP bring to the IT marketplace, and then engaging customers and partners. Again, solving problems is about helping you become more effective in what you're doing in your mission, reducing your IT cost, becoming more, today we're very much moving in a very positive direction in accordance with the government's agenda on sustainability and green IT. We've had a more than 18-month-long activity around just trying to bring to awareness all the things that HP brings for sustainability and green IT to help you lower your costs of operation, to reduce cooling costs, and to meet the President's agenda for sustainability. Of course, it's probably a little hard to see, but here are a number of just examples of innovative technologies that have been a result of HP Labs and the HP network of academic and technology partners. As you can see, some of these terms, as Dave was talking about earlier with the TRS-80 and some of the other earlier technologies, some of these slides show you things that were developed many years ago, and some things that are a little bit more current, like the Halo life-size collaboration room, where literally you're sitting in a conference room looking across the room, across the table at colleagues that could be anywhere in the world. Product tracking using things that are as small as a grain of rice or even smaller. So there's a number of really important advancements here. RISC technology, which you certainly are aware of, the inkjet printers and things like that. So if you look at the research portfolio that HP has, it really divides nicely into these 8 technology areas, and I'm not going to go over all of them today. I'm only going to hit a couple of them just to kind of give you an idea of what we're doing. But each of these areas represent an understanding of technology, both at a very technical engineering level, at a services delivery level, at a business value level, and different labs in HP work to help make sure that these things are driven forward in a very positive way and with some deliberate outcomes. For an example, many of you I know go to movies, and my kids enjoyed seeing the very animated high-definition movies as they were first being produced, Toy Story and so forth. In this case, here's an example of Shrek and Shrek 2. And the value of what HP does for DreamWorks is that we give them high availability of very massive computing capabilities to meet a very demanding media and production schedule that they need, and yet they want the rendering of all the characters and all of the actions to be as realistic and lifelike as they possibly can. So HP is a partner with DreamWorks in the things that they're doing around the world in media and entertainment. One of the other technology areas that's very exciting is called SENSE. And it stands for Central Nervous System for the Earth. And basically what SENSE is nanotechnology that's designed to be able to detect minute changes in the physical world. So for example, if you can imagine spreading tens of thousands of sensors across an area to listen for troop movement, for underground activities, for seismic activities, if you're doing petroleum research. There's a fairly large number of things that you can see here on the screen that sense technology can be used for, and we're just now thinking of other ways to integrate these sensors and create a very massive network of devices that keep people abreast of what's going on in the physical world. Another area of research has been in the open CIRRUS cloud research testbed. As you see across the banner at the bottom, a number of companies have worked in partnership with HP, Yahoo, Intel to create a truly international cloud research platform in which academic, technology partners, and customers can come together to try to find the best uses and the best technologies that are available to help continue to move cloud as a capability forward. Again, I know a lot of government customers are starting to look at cloud, and I know GSA is looking at that as well. So this kind of research platform is there at your disposal as well to better understand how cloud computing can help meet the services and the mission needs for the U.S. government. So HP labs are, of course, around the world. As you can see here, there's a number of awards, over 65 awards, 52 different universities, 16 different countries involved. So when we talk about collaboration, about innovation, I mean, we really mean it. We stand behind that. We have researchers that work in universities that are constantly in communication with HP researchers around all those other topics that I shared with you just a few moments ago. So with that, that's a quick overview of what we're doing in innovation. There's so many things. I could literally make it into a 3-hour course, probably a 3-credit course at either Georgetown or GW. But I think for today, I just wanted to share with you a little bit about HP's innovation, and I hope that you find that to be useful for you.
Professor, the professor wants me to say Georgetown. He preferred to be Georgetown.
Well, I can do both.
Innovation, I think the common idea is that innovation more difficult to bring about in the government. Necessarily true?
Is it more difficult to bring about? No, I think the challenges are certainly there. And innovation, it really is about understanding what the challenge is and then finding the optimum way to solve that problem. And in many cases, the optimum solution is very time-based. A solution that we might pick today in 2010 is not the same solution we might pick in 2011 or 2012. So we are always mindful of the future, and everything we're doing to drive innovation is about we can solve it today, but we have not put something in place that is a barrier for the future. It's an enabler.